Vise le ray tracing. Incroyable. Je me moque un peu, mais en fait le jeu il est pas moche hein. J'ai lu quelques commentaires justement sur le premier épisode qui disaient que c'était pas très agréable à regarder. Franchement, à part quelques textures sur la voiture au début du premier épisode, éventuellement sur un ou deux meubles, je trouve que le jeu passe bien graphiquement. Je comprends pas qu'on puisse dire que c'est moche en fait. Ou alors que nous sommes de retour dans les années 90. J'ai carrément lu ça dans l'espace commentaire hier, j'étais outré quoi. Ouais, il y a un petit peu d'aliasing, effectivement des textures qui sont parfois un peu cracra, mais honnêtement, c'est pas moche. Et on n'est pas du tout dans les années 90, hein, on n'est pas sur PlayStation là les gars. Hein. Non franchement, je comprends pas, vous êtes durs quand même. Hein. Et alors autre chose, je rappelle que c'est un jeu à petit budget et que sur YouTube, la qualité est dégueulasse en ce moment. Eh oui, parce que YouTube, il bride certaines chaînes, dont la nôtre, et c'est un petit peu chiant. C'est très très chiant. Parce que je peux proposer que du 1080p alors que j'ai enregistré en 2K. Et en plus on a un mauvais codec. Bref, de retour donc à Basswood. On va continuer à mener notre petite enquête. On cherche Denis, on s'est battu avec lui dans le bar, souvenez-vous. Alors, vaisseau spatial, 50 cents pour une minute d'évasion, de mon temps c'était 25 cents. Oh le boomer!
A perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Bref, donc non, le jeu est pas moche graphiquement, c'est juste que, effectivement, en plus sur YouTube, on n'est pas aidé, parce que la qualité est dégueu. C'est là que travaille Cathy. Il était sur le point de fermer il y a 2 ans.
Maybe Kathy will know something. Or that new pharmacist.
On va aller faire un petit tour, interroger le pharmacien. Je peux rentrer? Ah oui, fallait juste s'éloigner un petit peu. Pour avoir la touche d'action. Les temps de chargement plutôt nombreux dans le jeu quand même. Hein. Plutôt nombreux, pas très longs, mais nombreux.
Yo, get out the way!
Oula, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Ah, j'ai envie de la jouer un peu. Allez.
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Shh, fuck you.
That's enough.
J'ai été trop gentil dans le premier épisode. Ah, il faut se la jouer un peu rebelle, quoi, c'est bon.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them. Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon.
Magazine People. Comme poudre aux yeux, on ne fait pas mieux. Pour un verre de Cathy, un cadeau fait à la main par Johan. Moche mais mignon.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago, and Kathy still keeps it with her.
Alors, bol de bonbons.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
Et j'ai encore gagné un succès. Je savais pas, mine de rien, que Epic avait mis les succès, mais c'est super récent, hein. C'est histoire de quelques mois. Affiche sur la dépression, et était temps qu'on en parle. Et vu que c'est vrai que ces derniers temps j'ai joué plus sur console, je l'avais pas remarqué. Hugues!
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Yeah, and I have quite the hangover to show for it. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover. But I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Mine de rien, ils sont tous suspects hein, pour le meurtre, hein, regardez. On a une liste longue comme le bras, dont le pharmacien. Donc j'ai envie de te dire, ne pas faire confiance à ce cher Hugues. À personne. Mais bon, ça n'empêche de rendre des services tant qu'on n'est pas sûr que... Enfin, tant qu'on ne pense pas que c'est lui. Pour l'instant, rien ne le laisse penser.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood. I'm trying to find something for it, and if it doesn't help, can't hurt. I'm glad someone took over this old drugstore. Can you imagine? This town without a pharmacy would be like, well, me with a hole in my gut. I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Oh yes, always.
Ah mais non, mais je pensais qu'on pourrait l'interroger après, moi. Non, on a loupé le truc. Je me suis dit, faut d'abord l'amadouer.
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Ah mais c'est trop décevant, quoi. Faut faire croire aux gens qu'on s'intéresse à eux, et puis après, bim, tu poses tes questions. Ah, dommage. Bon, ce sont les choses qui arrivent, hein, on s'est trompé. On peut ressortir? Non, je pense qu'il reste des choses à faire, alors. Hein. Je pense que je peux aller lui parler maintenant. Cathy!
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Tu as vu Dennis?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. She was sad before last night, but after she saw you... heartbroken. You're supposed to be her godfather. But whatever you said to her...
I didn't mean...
If that's what happens when she's around you, maybe just stay out of her life. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help.
Ouais, c'est vrai que c'est un petit peu la dèche. Allez, on va ressortir. J'avais vu quelqu'un également à l'extérieur sur la droite du bâtiment. Et alors? Bon, elle prend des médocs, mais est-ce que ça veut dire qu'elle est suspecte? Non, n'importe qui peut prendre des médocs, hein, ça... Là-bas, hein. Est-ce qu'il est toujours là?
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Important de toujours avoir un agent dans sa poche. Donc heureusement que je l'interromps pas, quoi. Ensuite, des barrières installées pour bloquer la circulation pendant les festivités de la journée des mineurs. Alors attends, je vais rester dans le coin par contre. Bon, par derrière, on a rien à trouver là, je suppose. Une maison à vendre. Les Jones, attends. Les Jones essayaient déjà de vendre il y a 4 ans. Oh les pauvres. Des graffitis.
Didn't used to see this around. Surprised it hasn't been removed.
C'est pas moche. Ouais, j'ai essayé de rester dans le coin déjà dans un premier temps. On va aller voir dans l'autre boutique. Elle est fermée, hein. Tracks and Tunes. La boutique préférée d'Anna. Elle venait ici tous les mois écouter les nouveaux albums. Ouais, c'est close. On peut pas aller plus loin, non. Salut.
She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I suppose. I grew up here. Been gone for a couple of years. I'm not staying long.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Eh ouais, dur. Alors vous l'avez remarqué, hein, j'ai augmenté la taille des sous-titres, hein, parce que c'est vrai que c'était tout petit. Bon après il y a beaucoup de jeux avec des sous-titres aussi petits, mais bon, je sais que sur YouTube vous aimez bien quand c'est gros. L'histoire de Basswood.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
L'histoire de Basswood, vous êtes-vous déjà demandé d'où Basswood tire son nom et comment ce petit camp minier est devenu le cœur industriel qui a modernisé le comté de Boone? Rejoignez-nous dans votre hôtel de ville préféré pour le découvrir. Ok. Est-ce qu'on veut parler à ces gens? Club des ragots. C'est pas mal ça. Bon allez, on va rentrer dans le café. Il y a bien quelqu'un qui va nous dire quelque chose d'intéressant. À un moment donné quand même, faut pas déconner. Ah ouais, il y a un temps de chargement à chaque fois qu'on rentre dans un bâtiment. Ah c'est relou.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Jeux de société, cartes. On va ranger les cartes. Palais mental.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. But look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
Dennis? No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings. Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. You 3 always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
It's been, well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might miss it once it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now, I gotta go.
Eh ben j'ai bien fait pour le coup, hein. Mais celle aussi dans l'autre boutique, normalement, à la pharmacie, on aurait dû pouvoir lui poser une autre question. Enfin, c'est un peu con. Des gâteaux. Alors, on lui a déjà parlé. Est-ce qu'on peut lui reparler? Bah oui.
The cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Or trying to.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other. Every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
I feel strange being back here. I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Anna kept coming in, but you stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you two dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Well, sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. It's just been a bit slow the last few years. All over town, really.
I know you'll still be here when the rest of the town is gone. You're too tough.
Maybe. Maybe. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day, but here we are.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course. Good luck with your book balancing.
Ah, t'as qu'à me dire que je te fais chier. Ok, journal mise à jour. Alors c'est important ce jeu de parler, même si effectivement ça peut parfois s'éterniser un petit peu, ça fait partie intégrante du jeu, en savoir plus sur les personnages, leur histoire et ainsi de suite. Coffee. Ouais. Monsieur, je peux vous parler également? Non. Ils s'en bat les steaks. Bon, eux ils mangent tranquille, ils ont pas envie que je les embête. Homme en train de travailler avec des tableaux et des graphiques, gage d'efficacité. Ok. Bah écoutez, je pense qu'on peut y aller, hein. On a fait un petit peu le tour. Étagère vide. Oh. Porte-clés, notes.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
Qu'est-ce qui est écrit? Perdu, pas de récompense, j'ai perdu un livre intitulé Engrenage infernal. C'est le 6e de la série Tardigrade Man. Si vous le trouvez, veuillez le rapporter à Christina, elle me fera passer le message, merci.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
2 clans. Et journal mise à jour. Ah tu vois, tout est important. Dès que le journal est mis à jour, tu peux te dire que t'as trouvé un truc.
I need to? Different priorities, I guess.
Leçon de guitare, il faut que j'apprenne à jouer de la guitare. Si quelqu'un est prêt à me l'apprendre, appelez-moi. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Concours de cupcake. Apportez vos créations les plus créatives et les plus délicieuses. Le ou la gagnant 2 repartira avec 3 douzaines de cupcakes. Inspirez-nous avec les cupcakes de vos rêves. Le concours de cupcakes est de retour. Ok. Ah, il y a ça aussi.
Miners' Day's
C'est
been
mon
around
truc.
forever. This is at least
La
the
100e édition.
100th celebration.
Wow. La journée des mineurs est de retour. Rejoignez-nous sur la place du mémorial de Basswood le 9 avril pour célébrer notre histoire. Nous remercions tout particulièrement Walter Dodson, Bess Mitchell et Hugh Kirkland. Ok. Je pense avoir rien raté pour le coup. Des livres. Une plante. Attends.
Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant. It's basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up.
C'est pas faux. Allez, on peut sortir. Maintenant. On va continuer de ce côté. Un journal. qui me sert pas à grand chose.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen
D'accord,
Dennis.
donc faut rester dans ce coin-là. Ok, ça va. Faut rester entre les barrières, quoi.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock. Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. The boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight.
Mais c'est pas possible. Ah, lui peut-être qu'il reste une petite personne. Donateur, Nick Wald. Ou alors un autre que j'ai pas vu peut-être. Ouh, il a mal au dos. Ah, c'est vrai qu'on peut lire. 20 000 hommes ont traversé le comté de Boone pour atteindre Blair Mountain en 1921, où ils se sont battus pour ce que l'on a aujourd'hui. Tout ce qui vaut le coup mérite qu'on se batte pour ça. C'est vrai. Nous lisions.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. And of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
Sorry, I'm really not in the mood for jokes.
Oh, you might have heard that one already anyway. Not gonna torture you with it. So, you still want to hear the story?
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused. and sent strikebreakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force, Union men. Met the strikebreakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now. Oh.
I'm guessing you're fond of that story, huh? A lot of respect for rednecks.
Well, things were tough, but we were a united community back then. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
Bon, sinon, aucune nouvelle par rapport à Denise, quoi. Génial. Liste des mines. Ouais, j'aurais peut-être pu savoir du coup en lisant les panneaux avant de l'interroger, quoi. C'est ça le truc. Statue de mineur.
I've never been the romantic type, but I get why people care about this statue.
Bon, en tout cas, l'avantage c'est qu'on regarde tout, on lit tout, hein. Ah. Citation. Ça fait plaisir de voir que la jeune génération s'intéresse aux classiques.
I don't know if I should bother her now. She probably won't be happy to see me. Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See? Surprised you're still in town. Thought you'd just leave again.
Maybe I deserve that.
Maybe you don't. My mom says I can hold a grudge. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
Je serai en train de bosser au café pendant une bonne partie de la journée. J'aimerais vraiment qu'on parle si tu es toujours là. Ah bah oui. Au café en face là? Ah. Bah je pense bien que c'est ça, hein, parce que là j'ai absolument tout inspecté, je pense. On a d'ici, ou après on a ratissé par là. Attends, je vérifie, voilà, il reste quand même quelques petits trucs. Panneau.
At least the Basswood Jungle is still standing.
Ouais, c'est juste un panneau quoi. Là on peut pas y aller, y a rien du tout. Et là-bas après on va être limité. Hein.
Anna's waiting for me at the coffee shop.
Ouais, faut aller au café. C'est bien ça. Le reste on a vraiment tout inspecté, quasiment tout lu, donc on est bien. Allez, le café, tu peux pas te taper un petit sprint là quand même Oh, qu'est-ce qu'il est lent. La bannière. Ouais, c'est pas moche franchement, hein. Ça va. C'est pas le plus beau jeu du monde, mais c'est pas moche. Ça on l'avait lu, hein. Je suis de retour. Alors, où est-elle? Ici. Ma très chère Anna.
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
Honestly, if it happened again, I'd have hit him again. He was asking for it.
That does sound like Dennis.
Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in. She might slow me down. Or try to involve the cops. She might do those things, yes. Or she might be someone who you can trust. Who can help.
Aïe aïe aïe. Ah, j'en sais rien. On lui dit? Ah, c'est fou. Alors, c'est juste pour savoir où se trouve Denise, quoi. Allez, on lui dit. Je suis fou.
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood Jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam. What have you done?
C'est marrant parce qu'après dans le menu principal on peut voir les choix qu'on a fait par rapport aux autres joueurs. Et alors la majorité des choix que je fais, c'est ce que font la majorité. C'est ce que fait la majorité, sauf l'un des premiers choix que j'ai pu faire qui était genre à 20%. 20% des gens. Donc maintenant, voir si Denis c'est au Basswood Jungle. Où est-ce que c'est déjà le Basswood Jungle? Attends parce que je suis con moi un peu hein. Ah mais le Basswood Jungle ça doit être là-bas. Ouais, parce que c'était pas les magasins d'avant. Yes, c'est ça. Allez.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Ouais, donc logiquement, il est pas là. Hein. C'est pas ouvert.
Locked.
Forcément.
I should check the back.
On va essayer de trouver une entrée.
My. Look what we got here. Is that Sam Higgs? Trying to get back in a newspaper game? I thought you got the message last night. Of course, it was hard to tell. Considering you let Declan do your talking for you.
Look, fellas.
You know, Basswood can be a dangerous place.
Well, so maybe consider just getting before something bad happened to you.
You want me out of town so bad? Make me go. Try it.
Don't tempt us or we just might.
Declan's right down the street.
Watch yourself while you're in Basswood, because we'll be watching you.
Faut pas se laisser faire. Hein. Nous disions. On va passer par l'arrière. Ouais, il y a une entrée par là. Dis-moi que c'est ouvert. Employé seulement. Et c'est ouvert. C'est fou ça quand même qu'on puisse rentrer aussi facilement.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it. Where is Dennis? He should be in here.
Ils aiment beaucoup Pac-Man hein, dans le jeu, mine de rien. La borne, maintenant la déco.
Dennis! Dennis. happened? Who? Is that how I got blood on me? Did I? Do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem.
Attends, faut que je fasse quelque chose là. Ah. Denise, tu es. Bon, en fait,
Sam, no, don't focus.
C'est quoi, c'est un jeu de tir? What the fuck?
Keep going. You got this. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it.
Ça flash, hein.
This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you.
Ah, c'est horrible. Sans déconner le son.
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? Some IT documents. Nothing useful. Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful.
Quelque chose d'utile, mais ça fout la pression, on voit la musique et tout là. Chaise déplacée.
The chair is pretty far away from the desk. But I don't think that's important.
Bien sûr, on l'a déjà vu.
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
C'est ça qu'on veut savoir, mon sang.
Blood sprayed on the desk from the injury. But I need more to go on.
Oh, c'est relou. On n'a pas grand chose d'autre comme indice.
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
Alors là, on passe derrière. Alors attends, comment ça marche maintenant? Le sang, qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Encore du sang. Orifice de sortie.
The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close.
Ah,
Where
faut
did the
trouver la balle.
bullet go?
Attends. Impact de balle, yes.
The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun.
Tiroir. Étui de pistolet.
His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go?
Quantité, pistolet.
The shooter used Dennis's gun, but I didn't have it this morning. And how did I get the blood on me? The blood pooled where Dennis fell, so the body was moved. If I moved it, that's how the blood got on my shirt. I have the complete picture now.
Ouais, c'est en le déplaçant qu'on a eu le sang sur la chemise.
The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis. I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.
Ah ouais, clairement, là, on est suspect numéro 1. C'est un problème. Qu'est-ce que tu as dans les brouillons? Mary Gardner. On rentrerai très tard ce soir, désolé, il faut que j'explique à un connard comment le monde fonctionne vraiment. Je serai pas là pour préparer le petit-déj, mais il y a des gaufres qu'on gèle. Il devrait y avoir, et il n'y a pas la suite du message. Ah, il a pas pu continuer. On peut aller voir autre chose, non? On peut naviguer dans le menu ou... Ouais, non, c'est toujours le brouillon. Retour. Boîte de réception. Email urgent.
Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly.
Je sais pas que tu
They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings.
Bon, qu'est-ce que tu dis là? Je suis en train de lire.
Someone was watching.
T'es lourd. Alors, je ne pensais pas que tu redonnerais des nouvelles. Si tu es prêt à parler, je suis plus que disposé à t'écouter. Je peux être au rendez-vous demain. Oh! D'accord.
Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out.
Attends, oula, c'est long ça. Salut Walt, désolé de décevoir, mais j'ai décidé de lâcher l'affaire. Il s'avère que ça a quand même fini en queue de poisson. J'espère avoir plus de chance la prochaine fois. J'espère que tu as fait bon voyage. Tu m'as dit la semaine dernière être sur le point de dégoter un scoop de notre côté. Les choses ont été bien internes, j'en ai peur. J'espérais que tu voudrais bien partager avec ce vieux hibou ce que tu as en ta manche.
The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around.
Alors, plaque au nom de Dennis. Je regarde juste un petit peu tous les éléments.
You didn't deserve this. No one deserves this.
Ouais, c'est sûr que personne ne mérite ça. Quoique, il y aura peut-être des exceptions si on cherche bien.
There's a lot of junk in here, but none of it is useful to me.
Ok.
There's a lot of junk in here, but none of it is useful to me.
Bon bah moi je prends bien une tour supplémentaire. Hein. J'espère qu'il y a une 3090, un i9 10900 et tout.
Walter always treated us like family.
Ton vieux bureau. Journal de mise à jour. On va aller voir ici, tiens, je me sens bien. Encore un ordi. Le mot de passe. Ouh, il y a un minou.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password.
Rappel de mot de passe. Attends, on peut utiliser ça?
Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place.
Désir de mon cœur.
Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but Walter was never tech savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office.
Eh ben on va chercher. Plaque au nom d'Anna. Pigiste Walter lui a quand même fait. Ça se trouve c'est Anna hein, le mot de passe. Voir quand même ce serait vachement simple.
That was just after Anna came on. And we really were a small clan.
Sur un site différent, c'est électrique. Ses livres favoris, tous dans l'édition
He
originale.
loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password.
Ah bon?
He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password.
Ah non mais me dis pas que je dois écrire Alice au pays des merveilles, attends. C'est trop long. T'es fou. Attends, c'est quoi ça? Un article engagé.
Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password.
Ah, ça peut être ça aussi.
Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password.
Ça peut être Basswood ou Alice au pays des merveilles. J'ose espérer que c'est Basswood. Hein. Sans déconner. Bon, on va essayer Basswood hein, dans un premier temps. Ah bah d'accord, c'est comme ça, bah ça va.
And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter.
C'était bien ça. Pas compliqué le mot de passe. Hein. Boîte de réception. Putain, c'est très zoomé par contre. Ouvrir le fichier, lire. Attends, ouvrir le fichier, remarque.
Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried.
35 ans, apparemment c'était normal. Ouais, rouge, Cosmo, modèle. Bah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on.
Date de l'incident. Airbag déployé, la ceinture de sécurité n'était pas attachée, les vitres étaient relevées. Non, c'est pas du Nick, ça, voyons.
And he always kept his window open. The car really burned, though that's very uncommon in most crashes. So, Walter got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him. And his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do.
Parce que tu es meilleur, c'est
I
tout.
check Nick's office. Hope he still leaves his notes out.
La plaque, on l'avait déjà vue. L'équipe aussi, tableau. Bah écoutez, j'ai tout inspecté, donc maintenant... on va aller voir ailleurs. Plaque au nom de Walter. Ouais. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faudrait trouver... Ah bah voilà. Tiroir de Nick, on y est. C'est bien son bureau.
Valid question. Still not sure.
Ça disait quoi au juste? Y a pas de traduction là.
They don't even work here anymore. Someone should really clean up this board. The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work or stolen?
Ouais. Il reste un port DVI. Connexion.
Nick, Anna, and me. I don't need everyone staring at me.
Ah, il y a une note là-haut. Je t'ai laissé des roulés pepperoni dans le frigo. Ne travaille pas trop tard. La prochaine fois, c'est ton tour.
Weird. Nick was always more a fan of beer than working late.
C'est suspect. La plaque, ouais. On a rien trouvé pour le coup là, non? Ah bah le frigo du coup.
If I had the
Ah,
code,
c'est pas
I
le
could
frigo,
get
c'est un
in here.
coffre. Ah, il faut un code. J'ai pas le code. Alors, on peut le tenter au pire, mais au pif, mais...
And with something like 10,000 combinations, I doubt I'll stumble on it.
Ah là, il y a un
I
petit
should
côté
keep
Resident
looking.
Evil 1. Il y aurait pas de code là-dessus? Ah, attends. Note.
Nick's handwriting. Always paranoid about forgetting things.
Il y aurait pas carrément un code, un numéro là? Attends, je regarde, j'ai pas l'impression. Hein. Non, il n'y a pas de numéro sur le tableau. Les tiroirs. Ouais, apparemment on peut ouvrir les tiroirs. Placard. Bon, alors comment on va faire pour ouvrir ce coffre? C'est ce qui nous intéresse, finalement. Je fouille le reste de la pièce, donc on y est. Journal intime. Ah, 31-21. Ce serait ça? Ouais. Allez. 31-21. Facile comme code en plus. 31-21.
Thanks, Bug. Your obsessive snooping pays off. Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. But what was he looking for?
Le chômage a grimpé en flèche après la fermeture de la mine, tout à fait normal. La courbe s'est aplatie en gros au cours de l'année dernière. Va-t-on assister à un rebond? Les chiffres ont l'air bons. Tendance ou exception? Il me faut plus de données.
Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something. Or someone. Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big.
Deuxième rencontre avec D, il y a vraiment quelque chose là-dessous à supposer qu'il ne soit pas en train de me raconter des conneries. Un certain D, bon.
What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Basswood isn't the safe, sleepy town it once was. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna, listen to me. You need to be here with me and listen to what I have to say.
Oh my God, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Your bloody shirt was clearly from this. That means you were here yesterday. It links you to the crime scene. And you've been running around town all morning asking about Dennis. It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You've already trusted Anna once. I suggest you keep on that road.
Aïe aïe aïe. Bon bah... En même temps, si je dis ça, on est mal quoi.
Okay. But not that phone. Use one of the landlines here and don't leave your name.
You remember I'm a journalist, right? I know how to keep things confidential.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm going with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You trusted me before. It's only fair I do the same for you. I'll call the cops from here so they can't track us.
All right.
Ouf, ça va. Je pense qu'elle me croit. Ah, parce que c'est pas toujours évident de faire un choix. Hein. On est mitigé, mi-figue, mi-raisin.
Here we are.
It barely looks like anything happened.
It's been a week, but we'll find something. I know we will.
Is it okay if I stay here? I don't think I'm ready to...
Sure. I doubt I'll be good company anyway.
You mean you're over-focused to the point of non-reactive thing? I remember, especially how you always end up being right, somehow. I hope. I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, me neither. This is the place. Nick, I'll get to the bottom of this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened.
Nous sommes donc arrivés sur la scène de l'accident. On verra ça la prochaine fois les amis, j'espère que cet épisode vous a plu, on se retrouve très très vite. Bon, je suis rassuré, elle a l'air d'avoir confiance, de nous croire, bon après c'est compliqué mais voilà, situation difficile. Merci à tous, on se retrouve très vite pour la suite de l'aventure. Dès demain, j'espère que ça vous plaît. Portez-vous bien, n'hésitez pas à laisser un petit pouce bleu si ça vous a plu. A très vite, ciao ciao.